Okay, gang, welcome back to Dina 6 TV. Let's talk. Thanks so much, gang. I mean, yes, on the subscription. I have this goal, 1,000 subscriptions. Well, I got 100 already in a month. So thank you so much for subscribing. I'm like a one-woman show producing. You see me everywhere. That's the deal with independent filmmaking. So, I'm out there and I appreciate you guys. I love the opportunity to research and just check out different people and talk and just learn about movies. Fantastic, gang. So 4:30 movie. Does anybody remember the 4:30 movie? I'm sure the 4:30 movie was when I found my love for films, although I wasn't able to, voice that. But man, the 4:30 movie was a theme-based movie that started in like 1968, this series on WABC. 4:30 movie, you just heard the sound of it. I heard that sound, I would get all like, here we go. We could have a different themes. I love the Gidget ones, the Ten Commandments, all times. Elvis Presley, Jerry Lewis, the whole Rat Pack. It ended in 1981. November of 1981, the 4:30 movie was replaced with, guess what? The People's Court. It was all downhill after that. I was 1968, I was only 7, but I found my love for movies through the 4:30 movie. So thank you, People's Court, for ruining TV. Yikes, can you imagine? All right, so first of all, I wanted to read another book. I bought 2 of them. One is the Carol Burnett autobiography. I'm gonna read that. And the other one is Little Blue Book for producers and actors. Yasser Nabil, my film school buddy and my buddy till to this day, sweet friend, suggested that. But I haven't read so many books. I've read like 5 books in the past month. Haven't read 5 books in, I'll say a year, but it's way more than that. So I wanted to finish up the book, Shut Up, I'm Talking, with Jason Stuart, because it was such a great book. It just took me down this rabbit hole stuff, but I was only halfway through, so I wanted to finish the rest of Jason Stewart's book before I did, and man, by the end of it, I cried. The chapter with his dad died and all that. What a journey for Jason Stuart. He suggested so many great movies. One movie. Yikes. I mean, it's called They Shoot Horses, Don't They? I'm like, they shoot horses, don't they? Just the title alone, I had to watch it. So I go into my group that I'm in, right? And I ask 2 of the girls in the group. One is Susie. I asked Susie, have you seen the movie They Shoot Horses, Don't They? And she was like, yeah, I saw it a couple of times. And then I look at Lee Garlington, man, vintage Lee Garlington. Welcome to the 21st century. And I loved it. I laughed. Just, yes, welcome to the 21st century. So, They Shoot Horses, Don't They? First of all, it won so many awards. Jane Fonda, 1968, 1969. It was directed by Sidney Pollack. Let me get my notes here because I don't want to, Gig Young won supporting actor. He was the MC, this movie. Now, I thought $1 Million Baby was the most depressing, fantastic movie I ever saw in my life. But when I saw They Shoot Horses, Don't They? If it's not the top one, it's the second. It's the saddest movie I ever saw. I watched it twice. I barely made it through the second time because it was painful. It is a masterfully made film. Masterfully made, sad film. I mean, the creamy textures of the muted colors and the shots and the story. It's about this MC in the Depression who has this like 30-day dance show. He offered them $1,400, whoever wins. Now in the Depression, that's an enormous amount of money, right? You have to watch it. They shoot horses, don't they? I mean, like, bang, I can't take it anymore.
Okay, now all you kids got a release form. You fill it out, you sign it, and then you hand it over when you get your official entry numbers. Only read it first. If you break a leg, we fix it. If you catch a cold, there's free aspirin.
I'm going to put it above $1 Million Baby because that was, wow, one sad movie. Sidney Pollack, Jane Fonda, 1969, you know, I think it was 1968. Was nominated, if it didn't win, it was nominated for every single award on the planet. So after I watched They Shoot Horses, Don't They? I'm like, I have to watch some comedy. I couldn't take it anymore. I burned through, and I'm probably not even gonna say the title correctly, but Jerry Seinfeld in cars with coffee. I watched, you know, like every episode, and it, you know, of course that's fantastic as well. I mean, Alex Baldwin and Jerry Lewis was on the episode. He died in 2017. So, you know, I watched that whole episode. It was like epic. I mean, and Jerry Lewis talked about how he produced, directed, wrote, and starred in practically every movie that he ever made. Because, you know, he was such a genius, such a vast amount of talent, you know, that he did it all. He did it all. And there's one scene that I'm going to show you that it was just epic, with him walking from one side of the stage to the other. It was in the Jerry Seinfeld with Coffee with Cars show, and it just shows his genius comedic beats.
What's the matter with you? I never seen you laugh so hard.
I've got Stanley on theater seating duty.
Alone? How long has he been in there?
I just sent him in. He'll be in here for 2-3 days at least.
Let's go and watch.
Okay, let's go.
He had the most amazing natural beats, so I've been practicing all week, you know what I mean? I've been running across the street like Jerry Lewis, and I mimicked so many times, "Hey lady!" There's nothing random about "Hey lady." There was nothing random about anything that Jerry Lewis did. He was watched Rockabye Baby, The Professor, you know, rabbit hole stuff. So all these things were triggered by Jason Stewart's Shut Up, I'm Talking book. What else do we have? Oh, I have photography this week, but I have like a different tip on photography. I'm going to show you the photos. Amazing photographer. But I have a little small video, and my film school buddy, Julia Steinenberg, she's so talented. I actually worked on one of her films that she made just recently, a short, and all I did was like get in the way. I was in like, "Can you see me?" I was in every other frame. So she's such a nice girl. She worked for this gallery, Frank Worth.
His whole sports photography thing never went anywhere, and he never sold any of the celebrity pictures because they were all his friends. So it kind of was just like a hobby of him. He never sold them, ever. And so then when he died, they had this huge collection. They found it under his bed, right? Like when he died, he had no money. And they found under his bed these shoe boxes with all these negatives of all these amazing people. Oh, wow. And so then his family made an estate, and then they sold them to my boss. And so we were pretty much one of the only people, with like a couple others, right? But we had the negatives. Wow. It was amazing.
He actually moved in with Rudy Valley. Rudy Valley was a friend of his, so he got an opportunity to be around all these actors, famous actors and actresses. It was said that he had an affair with Marilyn Monroe. Back in that day, most of the shots that were shown in Hollywood were all planned, you know, static. So he got these fluid photographs of all these amazing photographs. Amazing photographs. Yeah, what does it say? Christie's Auction House describes its collection as the most extraordinary collection of its time for the past 50 years. It was produced by Norman Solomon. Personal Style of Photography, produced by Norman Solomon. Just incredible. Just incredible. Oh, and I also wanted to give a shout out to Julia. She has a short film called Sam, and it's going to be in a German film festival. And I actually have a log line. It's called Sam, and it's about Sam's discovery on who she truly is and how, despite no support or acceptance from her family and friends, she goes for it. So, shout out to Julia, man. And you rock, Julia. You rock. And I'm so happy for her. Yeah, so what else? What else do we have? Oh, I have a new series that I'm starting this week, and it's called Can You Name That Movie? Can you name this movie? Ticket for one, please. Student ID.
Are you kidding me?
What a pain in the ass. How did he do such fantastic stunts with such small feet? Don't Google it, although I don't know how else you're gonna figure it out. Name this movie. Name this movie. What else? What else? Oh, I also want to talk about, in the book, Jason Stuart, Puff Puff Pass. The only good thing about that movie and Puff Puff Pass was, one, of course, Jason Stuart, and two, Terry Crews. Not Tom Cruise, Terry Crews. He is one of my favorite all-time comedians. That guy is genius. He was on the set, I think he was like a security guard or something like that. And one of the producers from the movie that he was on said, "You want to be in this movie?" And he gave him an opportunity to be in the movie. And wow, that's like 1 in a million chance. Can you say white chicks?
Hey, how about we listen to a little bit of music? Bro, how did you know? I love this song. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and I'm homebound. And I need you.
He was so funny in White Chicks. I was like dying. You know, I played it over and over and over again. Terry Crews is in this Puff Puff Pass. And he's the only one that's good in the movie. Oh, I was on the beach yesterday in Venice Beach. You got to check out this guy. He has this YouTube page, and it's called, he gave me this card, Cordial Curiosity. And he interviewed me on the beach. He has this board with 6 different topics, and I picked one, can you despise an artist but love his work too? Well, you know, boom, that was easy. Put a little clip of it on my show. I'm going to shameless
Awesome.
little plug.
Okie dokie.
Yes.
So, could I get your first name?
Dina, D-I-N-A.
T-I-N-A?
Yes.
Gotcha. My name is Reed. Nice to meet you.
Reed, nice to meet you too, man. Awesome.
Sure.
This is fantastic.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Do you come to this area often?
I used to live down here, and I moved up to Koreatown
Yeah.
this time around, so it was nice to get here today. I'm actually working a cater waiter gig in Malibu for this wedding.
A what gig?
A cater waiter gig.
What is that?
It's, you know, you wait on people
Oh,
in like
cater,
events, a
cater
wedding.
waiter. Okay, wedding.
So I'm a cater waiter slash filmmaker slash I have a little show myself, Dina 6 TV on YouTube. So.
And I've got a little confidence scale there. If
So
if all the way to the right black is absolutely yes, we can, or all the way to the left white is absolutely no, or anywhere in between, where to put your confidence that this is the case?
Well,
Yeah.
I would say, you know, here.
About there. And
Yeah, I'd like to put it all the way to the end, but like nothing really is at the end. You know what I mean? It's gotta,
Mhm.
you know.
So,
gotta-
yeah, why do you feel this way?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of artists I deplore, but I love their work.
Mhm.
You know, there's, you know, a lot. I mean, there's a couple, you know, like Woody Allen. His name is Reed Nice Wonder. And also, I found out you could take a card and you get a code and you can scan your phone and your YouTube page pops right up. So I'm going to do this too. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to figure it out. We just talked on the beach. So much fun, so much fun. Oh, let's talk about music also too. You know, a couple years ago, I made this movie, Faith Through the Storms, which was a total God shot. I mean, everything came to me exactly when I needed it. But anyway, the point of the story is I was working in Books and Books Cafe. Books and Books Cafe! And Alvin Lopez was working in Books and Books Cafe. And this cat is a prolific songwriter. This guy has books of songs and raps. So I said, hey, Alvin, why don't you get involved in the movie and write me a song, a rap song? And like 2 weeks later, he sent me this amazing song, Anger. He's just a phenomenal, prolific composer, songwriter, you know, and he just spends his time writing songs and singing these songs on YouTube. I made a nice video. I'm going to show you part of it now, and then I'm going to leave the rest of it in the description box. Alvin Lopez, Lopey Low Foundation. It's just fantastic. DJ Casper.
Lopey Low Foundation, DJ Casper Alvin. That's me. Pay for service and render, yo. Maybe tomorrow I'll find my bride. Oh. Gigolo, 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 gigolo. It's a Turkish thing, that's what you bring. Gamze, Gamze, Gamze's the name.
Alrighty, check this out. Hey. Shots rang out in the depths of the crowd, only to know what was about to go down. It was created to bring a man down, with no suspects in the whole damn crowd.
Gamze, Gamze, Gamze's the name. And they counted, don't be playing. Little Havana's what I represent. In Miami's what I'm saying. Don't be playing, you be paying. I look to the left, but everywhere I look I see the hate. I come to the world with nothing but love. Now I see it's all gone to the dust, with a plus and a must that we must change. So let's leave the bad to the hate, while the devil sits and waits.
DJ Casper, Lopey Low Foundation, Alvin Lopez, man. I mean, shout out to Alvin. So, I wanted to give a shout out to Jay. We actually got an opportunity to have Alvin come into the studio, this $1 million studio in Miami International University of Art and Design. We had Alvin come in and he got to record 3 of his songs, so we were really excited. So Jay Lynn was the producer. He produced that and ran that. So I wanted to give a shout out to him. Actually, Danny Arando was my DP for my film Faith Through the Storms that I got on Amazon. I got my first check from Amazon Prime. $16, baby. I'm on Amazon Prime. $16. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I said, what's this? You know, you look on your account, what's this money from Amazon? They're giving me money back. What's the residuals for Faith Through the Storms? So there you have it. So yeah, I mean, through this journey that I'm taking with this Let's Talk, I'm meeting so many amazing, talented people. What the heck is mukbang? What the hell is mukbang? It's the craziest thing I ever heard. M-U-K-B-A-N-G. It's like, I can't get over this stupid shit. It's Koreans just eating massive amounts of food while they're talking to the audience. It's a rage. Making like 20 grand a month. It's the most stupid, ridiculous shit I ever heard of in my entire life. Intuitively talking to an audience. It's the stupidest shit I ever heard. So Derica Barkis and I are gonna make fortune on our mukbang too. And I'll show you the video. Can you see it?
You want to capture your face or no?
No, just the grapefruit. I'm gonna peel it.
Back it up a little bit. Go to the right, left, right. Go a little bit to the right. Move back, just right there.
Can you see it peeling?
Yeah. Don't move your hands. I'm moving to where you are. So move back over. Move downwards. There you go. There you go. That was nice.
All right, now what? Do me eating it. Do me eat.
Well, if I'm leaning it down, you can't move because I can barely see you. So.
Put your french fry down and pick up the camera.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. You doing it right? Close up.
What are you eating today?
Grapefruit.
Right.
Okay. To see Ugly Dolls yet, but I'm gonna watch that too. It's on my list. I had to work some cater waiter gigs this week. This is hard. I mean, it's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work too. So I want to give everything my my full attention. Of course, now I can't find the name of the movie that I promised to watch, which I did watch it. A movie from like 1941. Wanted to give you a little update on our group that's meeting out over at the park. We moved over by the Broad because there's a nice restaurant over there. You could buy a $5 bottle of water. Sam Simons and I did meet, changing it to Tuesday. And also, Dudes Aloud. I wanted a co-ed group. This way, maybe we can actually do some plays and, you know, shoot some content and things. Gotta have the dudes. So Sam Simon and I agreed to make it a co-ed group. And then she named it the True Calling Club. So second week, it'll be this Tuesday at noon over by the Broad. All right, gang. I think that's all for this week. I just, as usual, I want to thank you so much. I'm like, my heart is full. My heart is full for Dina 6 TV. Let's talk. Episode 5, made it to episode 5. I can't believe it. Just blowing my mind. I'm having such a great time doing the research. Thanks so much, gang.